Good Monday morning. Today is a first alert weather day because of some of the low elevation snowfall that we could see. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. And the reason I'm starting off here is because there is this little band of snow flurries that's setting up pretty close to the Tri-Cities. So we'll continue to track that. Now, throughout the day, most of the snowfall is going to be up in the Cascades and in the Blues, but into the afternoon, that's when it could start to get down to lower elevations. Right now, temperature is very cold out there, teens and 20s. Up in the Cascades, 20s and 30s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, 30s for the Lower Columbia Basin, 30s for the Blue Foothills, and teens and 20s for the Blue Mountains. So for lower elevations, not as cold as some of the mornings we had last week, but I think most of us need a bundle, well, all of us need a bundle up, most of us probably needing to break out the ice scraper. Visibility not looking all that bad for this morning, but again, let's circle back to the first alert weather day. We have one in place for today, 4 p.m. on Monday, so for today through 4 in the morning on Wednesday for the lower Yakima Valley, lower Columbia Basin, and Blue Foothills could get up to an inch of snow for Sunnyside, Hermiston, and Walla Walla. Then we have another set of first alert weather days for Thursday and Friday. Same locations, up to an inch for the valleys and basin, up to 2 inches for the foothills. I'll take a deeper dive into this forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, immigration rallies around the region speaking out about ICE action and the Trump administration's policies on immigration. A rally for several hours buckles traffic on a busy Pasco road.
And at least one person was taken to the hospital after a crash near that rally. It's just one of a few injury crashes around the region. We'll let you know what we know so far.
And Prosser Memorial Health shuts down their old hospital and begins operations at their new state-of-the-art facility. An achievement for the medical community 7 years in the making. Details on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, February 3rd. Hope everybody had a great weekend, and we have a lot to get to this morning, so we'll start with new information. Now, hundreds of people lining Road 68 and driving their cars to take part in an immigration rights rally in Pasco. Now, while rallies...
You hear it there. These rallies took place across the region and on the national front as well. It happened at the intersection of Road 68 and Burden Boulevard. I know I saw one even in Richland along George Washington Way on Saturday as well. So they lasted several hours, people walking up and down the sidewalk, waving flags, holding signs, protesting the Trump administration's new immigration policies. People also attaching flags to their vehicles, even holding on to them as they drove by and honked. Road 68 and that surrounding intersection, they were backed up for hours in both directions for miles because of the traffic there. People participating in the rally say this is just the beginning, and they say they won't be staying silent in the face of discrimination. It's something, of course, we're continuing to follow, and we'll keep you updated on. And a crash right in that area, right near Sandifer Parkway, Sunday night, left a major traffic headache as well as that rally continued to go on near Road 68. The crash involved at least one car and a pickup truck. It happened just past the intersection of Road 68 and Sandifer Parkway, just before 7 o'clock, right next to that Maverick gas station there. Now, both the truck and the car were damaged. They had to be towed from the scene. At least one person was taken to the hospital. We don't know the extent of the injuries or how many people were involved in the crash. As the story continues to develop and we get more information, we'll of course keep you updated. And several first responders were called out to a single vehicle off-road crash that happened Sunday afternoon in Hoover Park in Benton County. We're told 3 people were hurt. One person had been thrown from a 4-wheel off-road vehicle. They were taken to a nearby hospital, airlifted from that location. The other 2 were taken by ambulance. Benton County Sheriff's Office is investigating the crash. The current condition of the people involved are unknown at the time.
Now to a health alert. Walla Walla County is reporting its first flu-related death of the 2024 to 2025 season. While most people can recover from the flu, the virus can also have serious complications, especially for young children, those who are pregnant, and those with underlying health conditions. You can help protect yourself by getting vaccinated and also by practicing good hygiene to stop the spread of the virus. Turning to Pasco now, where the city council just named Dave Zabel as interim city manager. He officially started on Saturday, and the council says Zabel is a longtime leader and a familiar face at City Hall. He led Pasco for nearly a decade before retiring in 2022. Mayor Pete Serrano says Zabel is a natural choice, and the council continues its search for a permanent replacement for Adam Lincoln, who announced last week that he was leaving the city for the Port of Pasco's executive director role.
Well, it's taken a couple of years, but the owners of Summers Hub in Kennewick have realized the next phase of their dream, breaking ground for a new location across the river in Pasco. Take a look. This new location is in the lot in front of Giza Stadium. Multiple city officials, Dust Devils management, and so many more all came out to support the food truck station location. Chris Corbin, owner of Summers Hub, says he traveled around the state to find his new second location, but ultimately he followed his heart.
Pasco won. My mom's from Pasco. This is a tight-knit community, and Pasco really needs a place like the Hub, a place where the community can come together as families, as business meetings, you know, just a place to get out of our crazy weather, enjoy a good bite to eat, and some quality time with some friends.
Corbin says the building should be started on by March, and as of right now, things are lined up to open the new location in September of this year. But he says, of course, he hopes to possibly open sooner. And here comes a new bridal boutique to Vista Field. The sale of the land off of Crosswind Boulevard. It happened just days ago for Blueberry Bridal. The 4,000 square foot wedding dress shop will feature designer dresses, veils, jewelry, suits, tuxes. The boutique is in the final phase of permitting with the city of Kennewick. Construction should start within the next 3 months and should be complete by the end of the year. Well, take a look at this. Prosser Memorial Health has made it official. The new state-of-the-art hospital is finally open.
How exciting. And on Saturday, the community turned out to watch a special flag-raising ceremony at the new hospital. It's located at 200 Prosser Health Drive. It's the first all-electric hospital in the United States to open. You can hear cheering in the back right there. And others are currently being built. The new facility is 33% bigger, has room to expand, and also has larger patient rooms, new technology, and a state-of-the-art operating room.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. New tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China. They are set to take effect around midnight. But will these new tariffs end trade deficits or start a trade war? We have what the experts are saying this morning.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast, and it's a first alert weather day, so he'll tell you exactly why right after the break.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great phone and the right phone plan for you. You can get 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
That's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
Because you get both.
US Cellular, built for us.
Save now at Buy Mart with 3 weeks of savings in our latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. You'll find Pepsi brand 12 packs, buy 2, get 2 free. Employee owned for 20 years. Buy Mart saves you more.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 for just $299 a month for 36 months, plus 2 years free maintenance. Only your local Ford dealer.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck, our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter.
The Heavy Hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222. The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage for free?
Here we go.
Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Yep, it's working.
Download the U.S. Cellular Trius app today.
Are you ready for some football? GMA at the Super Bowl. It's going to be super.
Starting this morning.
It's Super Bowl week on Good Morning America, and I'll be there.
All Super Bowl week long.
Here I come.
GMA at the Super Bowl. Here we come, New Orleans.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. I just wanted to give a quick update in regards to pass conditions, as traction tires are required at Stevens Pass off of US Highway 2 and for White Pass off of US Highway 12. For other locations, traction tires are either advised or you do have to carry chains. So that's just kind of the lay of the land in regards to that. Right now, temperatures still cold, teens and 20s up and down the Kittitas Valley and also up in the higher terrain of the Cascades. Then in the Yakima Valley, we're seeing a mixture of 20s and 30s. Low 20s in the upper Yakima Valley, and then mid 20s to low 30s in the lower Yakima Valley. 31 for Sunnyside, 22 in Yakima, and then in the lower Columbia Basin, 20s and 30s, mostly in the 30s, a little bit colder up towards the Hanford site, but a pair of 30s for Connell and Mesa, 34 for the Tri-Cities, and a bunch of 31s down towards the Gorge. And then in the Blue Foothills, 20s and 30s, low 20s, or excuse me, mid 20s in some of the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. So again, all of us need to bundle up for this morning. A lot of us going to have to break out the ice scraper. Here's the deal for today for lower elevations, as it is going to be mostly dry, it's going to be cold, and it's going to be gray. And then as we head into the afternoon, that's when the foothills could start to see some of those snow chances. So the snow for today mostly going to stay confined to the mountain ranges up into the afternoon. That's when we'll start to see some of those low elevation snow chances. And then for tonight, that becomes much more widespread. So we'll time all that out, and I'll tell you how much we're anticipating in terms of accumulating snowfall, not just from this storm system, but another one lined up for Thursday and Friday. I'll tell you more about that one as well coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. 5:12 now, and will new tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China end trade deficits or start a trade war? The U.S. could find out if they take effect around midnight as planned. Now, President Trump plans to impose sweeping 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico, and also a lower 10% tariff on Canadian oil and gas. 10% tariffs on Chinese imports, and some economists say U.S. households would spend about $2,600 more each year under this plan. Now, Trump is acknowledging potential pain for Americans, but he says it will be worth it for the end result. He also says he wants to reduce trade deficits and secure U.S. borders. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau saying Canada will issue 25% retaliatory tariffs on more than $100 billion of American goods. Trudeau also saying this will raise costs for Americans on things like food at grocery stores, gas prices, and today, President Trump is set to speak with Trudeau, as well as the president of Mexico as well. Well, 7 people are dead, including one in a car on the ground after a twin-engine medevac jet carrying a child patient and her mom crashed into a neighborhood in northeast Philadelphia. It all happened Friday night. At least 19 people were injured on the ground, according to the mayor of Philly. And according to the president of Mexico, the 6 people on the plane were Mexican nationals. The 4 crew members who were killed in the medevac jet crash in Philadelphia have been identified by the flight operators, and we're told they were all in their 40s. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up across the region, we're going to start to see some more winter weather, but just how much snow are we talking about? We'll be checking in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth coming up next. He breaks it all down for us on this First Alert Weather Day. It's 5:14 and we're back after the break.
This is my perfect day in World War.
Valentine's Day at the Country Mercantile is where passion meets perfection in every handcrafted delight. Our master chocolatiers create gourmet chocolates, chocolate-dipped strawberries, and delicious works of art, each piece a testament to timeless elegance. From balloons, local ciders, and fresh flowers to carefully curated gift baskets, every gift is a masterpiece, designed to speak the language of love. Make this Valentine's Day extraordinary. Explore our collection in store or online at countrymercantile.com.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Z Place Salon and Spa, now under the passionate ownership of Kayla Muzzy and Jessica Burnson. Reimagine your self-care experience. We proudly use Aveda, clean, vegan, and cruelty-free products. From expert hair care to indulgent spa treatments, we offer a full range of services tailored just for you. And every spa purchase includes jacuzzi and sauna access, the ultimate way to unwind. Z Place Salon and Spa, let us pamper you like never before.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
And for a limited time, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
The Kraken face off against Detroit, 6:30 Tuesday on MeTV.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Not only is today a first alert weather day, but we'll have several over the next 7 days as we have multiple storm systems. One that's really wrapping up for today, but another one as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, another one for Thursday, Friday, and then another one into Saturday and Sunday. So let's break it all down. We're going to start off with this storm system for today, as snow chances will continue in the Cascades and Blues throughout the day, picking up after lunchtime. Low elevations will start off dry, but small snow chances will creep into the Blue foothills during the late afternoon. This includes places like Lexington, Pendleton, and Walla Walla. And then for tonight, chances for snow will pick up for the Blue foothills this evening and could also trickle down to parts of the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin. Snow chances will continue for our mountain ranges as well, with better chances being in the Blues as opposed to the Cascades. Then for tomorrow, in general, snow chances will stay small but consistent throughout the day. Snow levels will be low enough to where if any precip falls in the region, it'll likely be in the form of something frozen. This includes all lower elevations spanning the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, Lower Columbia Basin, and Blue foothills. Of all those aforementioned microclimates, the Blue foothills will have the best chance at seeing accumulating snow. And then for tomorrow night, chances for snowfall will essentially stay the same as during the day on Tuesday. The Cascades, Blues, and Blue foothills will have the best shot of seeing accumulating snowfall, while it'll likely be drier for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin. So now let's talk about some of the snowfall accumulations that we're expecting from 4 a.m. this morning to 4 in the morning on Wednesday. You can see maybe up to an inch for some of these lower elevations. Definitely the higher totals being in our Cascade passes, 3 to 4 inches, and then 5 to 6 inches for our Blue Mountain passes. We'll have a little bit of additional snow into Wednesday, but I think this is probably going to be the calmest day this week. So we're going to hand wave this one. And now we'll talk about that storm system into Thursday and Friday. This one looking similar to the setup for Tuesday, as we could have maybe upwards of an inch of snow for the lower Yakima Valley, for the lower Columbia Basin, maybe getting upwards of 2 inches of snow in the Blue Foothills and another 5 to 6 inches of snow for some of our Blue Mountain passes. Then we have another storm system into Saturday and Sunday. This one looking a little bit drier for lower elevations, but still maybe less than an inch of additional snowfall for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, and the lower Columbia Basin. Maybe another inch of snow for the Blue Foothills, and then the snowfall up in the mountains more equally distributed between the Cascades and the Blues. High temperatures staying mostly sub-seasonal over the next 7 days, so it's going to be a cold week ahead. Very active week ahead. There's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Cold and dry on Wednesday, but another shot at accumulating snowfall in Thursday and Friday. In Yakima, maybe a few snow showers Wednesday through Friday, but brisk and dry for the weekend. In Ellensburg, similar to Yakima, a few snow showers possible for the mid to late week, then mostly dry this weekend. In Hermiston, drying out for Wednesday, but another chance of some snowfall for Thursday and Friday, perhaps another chance this weekend. Then in Walla Walla, chances for snowfall will continue for Wednesday and beyond, with another peak in the action possible on Friday.
Thank you, Josh. Now with these cold temperatures that we're seeing, reminder that there are several warming centers throughout the region. The Walla Walla County Department of Community Health has an update on one of their shelters. First, a Congregational Church located at 73 South Palouse Street will be open tonight from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. tomorrow. If you're able to help by volunteering, call the number on your screen. Also, the Walla Walla Public Library at 238 East Aldra Street is open to the public from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And our First Alert weather team is on your side both on air and online. So we want to remind you to check out our latest weather blog. We have a list of resources to help you get through these weather alert days, from the most recent First Alert forecast to travel resources, school closures, anything you need to know. And you can get it all at applevalleynewsnow.com. Also, don't forget about the all-new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for your phone or tablet. You can customize your forecast, save favorite cities, see sky cams, our latest radar. You can even set up push alerts so you never miss anything. Be sure to download our new app right now by simply typing Apple Valley News Now Weather. It's free in the App Store and Google Play.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the biggest awards for music took place last night. We're talking about the Grammys.
Yes, we are. We'll have the night's biggest winners and highlights coming up in your entertainment news right after the break. It's 5:22.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service, plus free electrical safety inspection. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Swing into Fred's Appliance for our New Year, New Kitchen Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region.
Upgrade your kitchen with the Frigidaire Professional 4-piece package and save up to $3,300.
Experience precision cooking. Keep your dishes sparkling. Sensor cooking technology and the Space Pro shelving system.
It's appliances, only appliances.
At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Elevate your lifestyle and embrace your home's full potential with exclusive furnishings and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our dedicated team of professional designers will bring your vision to life.
Right now, during Lexington's winter sale event, you can enjoy 30% off the upscale designs of upholstery and case goods from Lexington Home Brands. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington.
Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life. Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors. Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress. Walk with me. We need to get the word out and fast.
Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save.
In English.
That's $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
Save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift.
I'm still gonna need more, people.
Got 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all hands on deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning. We promise friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back, 5:24 on this Monday morning here on Good Morning Northwest, and we're talking entertainment news. Music's biggest night last night, the Grammys.
Did you guys watch?
I caught some pieces here and there.
Yeah, I caught the highlights on social media, like right as they're happening.
I'm totally in the dark. I'm about to find out who won
You're
what.
going to find out so much.
Yeah.
Well, the 67th Grammy Awards did take place last night in Los Angeles, where fires that have destroyed more than 16,000 homes are still burning.
The fires and social issues were front and center on music's biggest night. David Daniel has a look at the highlights.
The Grammy Awards featured multiple appeals to help fire-plagued Los Angeles and tributes to the city, including Kendrick Lamar, who won 5 Grammys, including Record and Song of the Year for Not Like Us.
The people and the families out in the Palisades and Altadena, this is a true testament that we're going to continue to restore this city.
Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars did some California Dreaming before winning Best Pop Duo or Group Performance for Die With a Smile.
Trans people are not invisible. Trans people deserve love. The queer community deserves to be lifted up.
Other appeals by winners included Shakira dedicating her Best Latin Pop Album Grammy to
all my immigrant brothers and sisters.
Global Impact Award winner Alicia Keys praised the diversity of voices.
DEI is not a threat, it's a gift.
And Best New Artist winner Chappell Roan wished that record labels
would offer a livable wage and health care, especially to developing artists.
Benson Boone kicked off a memorable set of performances by Best New Artist nominees, and an all-star tribute to the late Quincy Jones included students from 2 schools destroyed in the Los Angeles fires.
Cowboy Carter, Beyonce.
A stunned Beyonce became the first black woman in more than 50 years to win a country Grammy.
Wow, I really was not expecting this.
Then LA firefighters received a standing ovation before calling Beyonce back on stage to cap the night with her first ever Album of the Year award.
I just feel very full and very honored. It's been many, many years.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And Beyonce won 3 Grammys, pushing her record career total to 35.
Yeah, Sierra Farrell won 4 Grammys in the pre-show, sweeping the Americana category. Other multiple winners included Sabrina Carpenter, Charli XCX, and CeCe Winans.
And before the telecast ended, host Trevor Noah announced viewers had contributed more than $7 million to LA fire relief. How about that?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
You learned so much, Josh.
Yeah, what was your hot take?
Kendrick, my guy, he won.
Yes.
Yeah, he won.
I know. Well, I sense a little tension in the music scene up here.
We'll talk more about it in our 6 o'clock hour.
Oh, that's great.
Well, coming up, fire crews from around the Tri-Cities respond to an apartment fire in Richland, what firefighters found when they got to the scene.
And the second half of the school year is just getting underway, but TriTech is opening its doors to potential students. We'll have more on that coming up after the break.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple reportedly plans to stop offering its extended warranty plans in stores. If you want a multi-year Apple Care Plus plan for a device, it looks like you'll have to buy it from the online store at the point of purchase, or you can opt for a subscription. YouTube is letting more of its creators access its dedicated community space feature. The feature has been renamed Posts, and it's meant to give those creators more opportunities to connect with their fans. Creators still need an invite to gain access, which will come in an email. And finally, The Sims are back. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the popular life simulation game. EA is celebrating by making The Sims and The Sims 2 available again for PCs. And all of the expansions and packs are included with the new old versions. So sounds like they'll have a lot of similarities. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Welcome to the Waverhood.
The Wayfair vibe at our place is Western.
My thing, darling, shine.
Gardening.
Some of us go for the dramatic.
How didn't I know Wayfair had vanities in tile?
This? Yeah.
Do you have any ottomans without legs?
Sean, you'll flip for the proof card.
In the Waverhood, there's a place for all of us.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
Pandora.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for joining us here for Good Morning Northwest for our 5:30 half hour. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, 3-degree guarantee. How's it going?
It went better. It went better.
Yeah?
So we're building up the jackpot. It's now up to, well, it's only up to $25, but let's go ahead and take a look at the graphic. This brought to you courtesy of Legends Casino and Hotel. So on Friday, I went with forecast high of 48 degrees in Pasco. It verified just within that 3-degree threshold. So the jackpot did go up to $25. And so for today, I'm going with forecast high of 42 in Pasco. So if the actual high falls between 39 to 45, then we will, of course, we will see the jackpot go up. But if the forecast goes bust, then the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or by scanning the QR code on your screen. Okay, on to First Alert Radar now. As you can see, snow showers lining up in the Cascades, also down into the Blues, maybe a few snowflakes flying from the Tri-Cities up to this little corner of Walla Walla and Franklin counties. The snow showers mostly going to be up in the mountains for today, but into the afternoon, that's when they could start to sort of creep down into the foothills and into some of those other lower elevations. Right now, temperatures up into the teens in the Cascades, 20s and 30s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, mid-30s in the lower Columbia Basin, 30s for the Blue foothills, teens and 20s in the Blues. All of us need to bundle up, and a lot of us going to have to break out the ice scraper in addition to that for this morning. Here's your hour by hour for today for the Tri-Cities. Gray conditions all throughout the day. And then look at this, 10 p.m. Yep, that's a chance for some snowfall here in the Tri-Cities. So for today, gray, cold, the best chances of low elevation snow going to be in the Blue foothills. And to that point, we have a First Alert weather day from 4 p.m. this evening, afternoon, evening, to 4 in the morning on Wednesday for the lower Yakima Valley, for the lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue foothills. Could have up to 1 inch of snow for Sunnyside, Hermiston, and Walla Walla, but I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of snowfall accumulations, really get into the nitty-gritty of those numbers, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. We start your half hour off in Richland, where several fire agencies responded to an apartment fire at the Vintage Apartments over the weekend. Take a look at the scene. Fire crews from Richland, Kennewick, and Pasco all worked the scene there. At least one apartment had some smoke and fire damage, including some water damage on the ground floor. Firefighters say that the apartment had an active fire and it was filled with smoke that was pouring out from the roof and windows. We are told everyone was able to get out of that apartment safely, though. Police were on hand to help with traffic in the area. It's not known yet if anyone was injured, and the cause of that fire is still under investigation.
Now, in a crime alert, a 28-year-old Richland man has been arrested and accused of hiding a cell phone in a Kennewick coffee shop bathroom. Authorities say the man was arrested on suspicion of voyeurism. An employee found the cell phone recording them while they were in the bathroom. That employee then activated a panic alarm, bringing police immediately to the scene. The man ran from the coffee shop but was later arrested at his home in Richland. Now, Benton County Fire District 1 says it's facing a crisis of its own. Calls have surged more than 35% in 5 years, and that means firefighters and EMTs are responding to an average of 2,000 emergencies every year. District officials say more than half of those emergencies are medical related, but the money to keep up with those emergencies with firefighters and the cost of equipment just isn't there. For example, a fire engine that cost $600,000 4 years ago is now more than $1 million. That's why the Board of Fire Commissioners is asking people to consider voting for a levy lid lift during the August 2025 primary election. And if you want to see the breakdown, check out our story at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Although students and parents are still pushing through this school year, TriTech's Skills Center enrollment for the next school year is now open. TriTech is a school of choice serving all 8 school districts in the Tri-Cities area. To apply, the director of TriTech says you have to be a junior or senior standing for the upcoming school year. TriTech gives students the opportunity to see which career path best suits their career goals through diverse programs with hands-on learning experience.
We're able to have students participate in the program, have internship opportunities, earn college credit, and they'll be very well positioned for going to that next step, either as a high-performing entry-level worker or advanced placement into community college or university.
The director says if you go to apply and the registration list is already full, don't be discouraged. They do have a wait list. The registration is set to close on March 7th, and we have a link up on Apple Valley News Now on our website for you to check all that out. Groundhog Day? Well, not for Oregon. They have a good old Stumptown, also known as the Filbert Beaver. Filbert the Beaver, not Punxsutawney Phil. Stumptown Phil. Look at that guy. Groundhogs aren't native to the Pacific Northwest, which I didn't know. So at the Oregon Zoo, they say the state is filled with beaver believers. Filbert has thousands of fans on his social media channel, and the zoo uses him to educate people on one of the state's most iconic animals. His handlers say last year Phil predicted an early spring, and he was right. For this year, Phil predicting 6 more weeks of winter.
And just like his cousin Punxsutawney Phil, the country's most famous groundhog agrees with Stumptown Phil. He saw his shadow, so 6 more weeks of winter. And of course, if you want the most accurate weather forecast, Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth is your go-to predictor. And according to NOAA, Phil has only been right about 35% of the time for the last 20 years. And I believe Josh's is higher, so check out his forecast. And coming up next, so you may have your snacks planned when it comes to the Super Bowl, but could your TV need a tune-up? We've got you covered with this morning's Consumer Reports next.
5:37, give you a live look outside this morning. A lot of us in a first alert weather day. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is going to be back in just a minute after the break, telling us when we could possibly expect some snow down in the lower basin. We're back right after the break.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222. Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection Giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors. Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection Giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors.
Valentine's Day at the Country Mercantile is where passion meets perfection in every handcrafted delight. Our master chocolatiers create gourmet chocolates, chocolate-dipped strawberries, and delicious works of art, each piece a testament to timeless elegance. From balloons, local ciders, and fresh flowers to carefully curated gift baskets, every gift is a masterpiece designed to speak the language of love. Make this Valentine's Day extraordinary. Explore our collection in store or online at countrymercantile.com.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Alice's birthday is coming up. We're in this comfy room in Triple Play Hotel so we can make plans without her hearing.
So we need a huge cake, a giant salad, and a good-sized mariachi band. Hold on a second. Does it seem a little dark in here for 2 p.m.?
Sorry, guys. Where I'm from, they didn't do birthdays. It's very exciting.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
The most talked about show on streaming is on ABC.
There's a whole story that we haven't told anyone.
There are secrets, lies, gossip.
I'm exposing everything.
Oh, hell no.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, tonight after The Bachelor on ABC.
I'm here to find love, but when you're dating so many women, it's a little bit overwhelming.
Can I steal you? Can I just steal him?
What is your problem?
All is fair in love and war. We came to play.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is indeed a first alert weather day, and it's mainly because of the snowfall that we'll see for lower elevations. But first, we'll start off by talking about the snowfall that we could see up in higher elevations. Could have between 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie, Blewett, and White Passes. Probably a little bit less for that Crystal to Greenwater interchange. An inch for Cle Elum, maybe a couple inches for Stevens Pass off of US Highway 2. Probably just an inch, if that, for Ellensburg, Manastash Ridge, and for Vantage. Again, for all of these locations, the time frame would be 4 in the morning this morning to 4 in the morning on Wednesday morning. Probably less than an inch for the upper Yakima Valley. Could squeeze out potentially an inch of snow for the lower Yakima Valley. Also an inch of snow for Sadis Pass off of US 97. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, probably less than an inch, maybe an inch for Prosser, maybe an inch for Hermiston. And then for the Blue Foothills, possibly a couple inches, with some of the highest totals being in some of the higher terrain of Pilot Rock, and then in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains in general, anywhere between 5 to 6 inches of snow. So it could be a bit of a dicey commute for Oregon 204, for Interstate 84, and for US 395. Okay, on to the snowpack now. We certainly do need the snow, especially in the upper Yakima Basin. We're running a snowfall deficit. Very slight surpluses for the Natchez Basin, for the Umatilla Basin, and for the Walla Walla Basin. But these numbers not nearly as impressive as what they were looking like just a few weeks back. And I'll show you the additional snowfall we have in the forecast over the next 7 days. And that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, in your consumer reports this morning, we're talking about the Super Bowl. So some people tune in for the football, others for the commercials or halftime show. But no matter what your game plan is, everybody deserves to score the best picture quality on their TV. So the experts are here to help you tackle your TV settings like a pro.
Making a few tweaks to your TV's picture settings in time for the Super Bowl on February 9th can be, well, a real game changer.
Having the right settings that can make the difference between making it seem like you're watching a cartoon versus watching real life.
And since no one wants a cartoon version of the biggest game of the year, listen up. The first play of the game might surprise you, trading your TV's preset sports mode for one that can actually help you score better picture quality.
We typically recommend Filmmaker mode. It'll get you closest to the settings that we use. If your TV doesn't have Filmmaker mode, you can try movie mode, custom mode, natural, or one of the expert modes.
With just a few more moves, you can take your TV's picture to the next level. Find a dark scene and pause it to adjust the brightness or black level.
The way this TV is set up currently, it's too dark so you can't see some of the details in the background, but as I raise the black level, you'll see details like this cloth and this cloth overhead kind of emerging from the darkness. If I raise it all the way, it gets hazy, which means I've set it too bright. So what you want to do is lower it to the point that the TV is as dark as it can be without losing any of these details in the background.
You'll need a bright scene to set the contrast or white level.
Where this TV is set up now, the contrast is actually set too high, so you can't see any detail. As I lower it, you'll start to see like the clouds and the ice ridges on the mountain appearing. But if I keep going, the image gets too dark. So you want to raise the contrast until the image is bright, but you're not losing any of the detail in the background.
Then choose a warm or low color temperature so the yard lines look white and not blue, and adjust the tint to the middle of the range so the player's flesh tones look natural. And don't sweat a fumble. Most TVs have a reset option to get you back to the factory settings so you can still be the MVP of game day. This is Marcy Whalen.
And coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. Keep it right here.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning. We promise friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Save now with 3 weeks of members-only savings with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Buy 2, get 2 free Pepsi brand 12-packs. Save on pantry favorites, Blue Diamond bagged almonds, and Frito-Lay party-sized chips. And save big in the bonus zone. 50-pound bags of Black Gold Performance Blend dog food are $14 off. And save $5 on a Friskies 48-can pack of wet cat food. Bi-Mart, employee-owned, investing in your communities and saving you more.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. Mmm. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222. Watch live with Kelly and Mark weekdays at 9.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have several storm systems over the next 7 days. We have one that's kind of wrapping up for today, but then another one into Tuesday and Wednesday, another one for Thursday and Friday, and another one for Saturday and Sunday. So we'll go ahead and get into today, as snow chances will continue in the Cascades and Blues throughout the day, picking up after lunchtime. Low elevations will start off dry, but small snow chances will creep into the Blue foothills during the late afternoon. This includes places like Lexington, Pendleton, and Walla Walla. Then for tonight, chances for snow will pick up for the Blue foothills this evening and could also trickle down to parts of the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin. Snow chances will continue for mountain ranges as well, with better chances being in the Blues as opposed to the Cascades. Then for tomorrow, in general, snow chances will stay small but consistent throughout the day. Snow levels will be low enough to where if any precip falls in the region, it'll likely be in the form of something frozen. This includes all lower elevations spanning the Kittitas Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, Lower Columbia Basin, and Blue Foothills. And of all those aforementioned microclimates, the Blue Foothills will have the best chance at seeing accumulating snow. And then for tomorrow night, chances for snowfall will essentially stay the same as during the day on Tuesday. The Cascades, Blues, and Blue Foothills will have the best shot of seeing accumulating snowfall, while it'll likely be drier for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin. So now let's show you some of these snowfall accumulations that we're expecting from 4 this morning to 4 in the morning on Wednesday. We're thinking 3 to 4 inches for a Cascade passes, 5 to 6 inches for a Blue Mountain passes, and we could get up to an inch for some of our lower elevations, including maybe up to an inch for Sunnyside and Hermiston, Walla Walla, and Pendleton. And then into Wednesday, this is probably going to be the calmest day of this week, so we're going to hand wave some of these snowfall totals, but it doesn't look like that much in addition to what we'll have for Tuesday. But then we have another storm system that's lining up into Thursday and Friday. This one looking a lot more interesting, as we could get up to maybe another inch of snow for the lower Yakima Valley and Lower Columbia Basin, up to 2 more inches of snow for the Blue Foothills, and anywhere between 5 to 6 inches of snow for a Blue Mountain passes. Then there's another storm system into Saturday and Sunday. This one looking a little bit drier for lower elevations, but the snowfall for mountain passes could be a little bit more equally distributed between the Cascades and the Blues. So lots to track over the next 7 days. Also, it's going to be fairly brisk over the next 7 days with below average high temperatures. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Cold and dry for Wednesday, but another shot at accumulating snowfall into Thursday and Friday. Then in Yakima, maybe a few snow showers Wednesday through Friday, but brisk and dry for the weekend. In Ellensburg, similar to Yakima, a few snow showers are possible for mid to late week, then mostly dry this weekend. In Hermiston, drying out for Wednesday, but another chance of some snowfall for Thursday and Friday, and perhaps another chance this weekend as well. And then in Walla Walla, chances for snowfall will continue for Wednesday and beyond, with another peak in the action possible on Friday.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:50, time now for your morning sprint and the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. First up, an immigration rights rally took place in Pasco at the intersection of Road 68 and Burden Boulevard. Hundreds of people protesting the Trump administration's new immigration policies. It lasted several hours, and the area was backed up with traffic in both directions for miles. Some people in the rally saying that this is just the beginning.
And Walla Walla County is reporting its first flu-related death of the 2024 to 2025 season. While most people can recover from the flu, the virus can have serious complications for young children, those who are pregnant, and those with underlying health conditions. You can help protect yourself by getting vaccinated and by practicing good hygiene.
Well, TriTech's Skills Center enrollment for the next school year is now open. To apply, you just have to be a junior or a senior for the upcoming school year. And if you do apply and registration is full, don't worry, they do have a wait list. Registration is set to close on March 7th, and we have a link to that up on our website, Apple Valley News Now.
And the Kennewick School District has named its 3 finalists in its search for the next superintendent. Dr. Chris Nesmith, Dr. Davison Lewis, and Lance Hansen are all up for the position. Finalist interviews will take place on February 4th, 5th, and 6th, and the interviews are open to the public, so you can meet the finalists and ask them questions as well as provide your input. The final interviews will take place at the KSD Administration Center.
Well, Prosser Memorial Health's new state-of-the-art hospital is now officially open. They had a special flag-raising ceremony held for the new hospital over the weekend. It is the first all-electric hospital in the U.S. to open. Others are currently being built. The facility is 33% bigger and has room to expand. It also has larger patient rooms, new technology, and a new operating room. It's located at 200 Prosser Health Drive.
In your national headlines this morning, President Donald Trump planning to impose sweeping 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico, also a lower 10% tariff on Canadian oil and gas, and 10% tariffs on Chinese imports. Some economists say U.S. households would spend about $2,600 more each year under this plan. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canada will then issue 25% retaliatory tariffs on more than $100 billion of American goods, which will raise costs on things like food and gas. Trump says he's planning to speak with Trudeau and the president of Mexico today.
In your business headlines this morning, people are expecting to spend big this Valentine's Day. According to the National Retail Federation, shoppers plan to spend an average of nearly $189 for the holiday. In total, a record $27.5 billion is expected to be spent this year. As for the gifts, the most popular category, candy. That's followed by flowers, greeting cards, and an evening out. Well, a critical aviation warning system is now back up and running. The Notice to Air Missions system allows pilots to download flight details before they fly, an important tool for air safety. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the lead system went offline and was unusable. It was back within about 24 hours. The system, which Duffy called old, has gone down before. An outage in January of 2024 briefly halted all U.S. flights because of it.
In your health news, a shocker for you, most food advertised during football games isn't good for you. Researchers found about 10% of the commercials during a typical NFL game advertise food, and the median amount of sodium in that food was just over 900 milligrams, or more than a third of what you're supposed to have in an entire day. High levels of sodium can boost your blood pressure and worsen heart disease.
If you want a salad, watch tennis or something. Come on.
There you go. In your sports headlines this morning, after the order imposing tariffs on Canada was announced, it spilled over into the sporting world. During the singing of the U.S. national anthem just before the NHL game between Ottawa Senators and the Minnesota Wild, members of the crowd began loudly booing. This also happened Sunday night during the NBA matchup between the Toronto Raptors and the LA Clippers. Well, crews are hard at work as they prep the Superdome in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Field crews are painting the end zones with the Eagles and Chiefs lettering and finishing up Super Bowl 59 logos ahead of the big game on Sunday. The Chiefs will try to make history in this Super Bowl to become the first NFL team to ever win 3 championships in a row. Game is set for this Sunday, the 9th. You guys ready for it?
Yeah, ready for the commercials, ready for
the food and the commercials?
Snacks, yeah.
Perfect. All right, trending this morning, it doesn't seem to end for the It Ends With Us stars.
Nope. The lawyer for actor and director Justin Baldoni unveiled a public website on Saturday that contains documents related to Baldoni's dispute with actress Blake Lively.
The release of text messages and other information comes just 2 days ahead of a hearing in the highly publicized case.
Yet Lively has accused Baldoni of sexual harassment on the set of the movie that they did together called It Ends With Us. Lively has also said Baldoni has tried to retaliate against her.
Baldoni has fiercely denied Lively's claims. He says Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds actually sought to destroy his career after hijacking the creative direction of his film.
So far, the website contains 2 public documents which already were filed in court. Baldoni says he has nothing to hide.
In the meantime, Lively has requested the court issue a gag order against Baldoni's attorney to ensure that the court proceedings are fair.
My favorite part about this is the comments on each post that gets brought up about this. People are just like, we don't care, we've heard enough.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
the back and forth, the he said, she said on this, I mean,
it's too much.
You never condone any sort of inappropriate actions, but this has become just a battle.
This will be quite the event to see.
How it all unfolds.
It's Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. It just feels like a retread of that, but just with different characters.
Just different characters
plot
of the story. I know.
To see what unfolds with that.
A lot's happening. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, a proposal making its way through the Washington legislature would require some drivers to have speed limit devices on their cars. We have the latest from Olympia coming up in your 6 o'clock hour.
And it's pretty cold out there. Josh, how cold are we talking?
Well, cold enough to shiver, that's for sure. And also, we're tracking some low elevation snowfall. It's why we have several first alert weather days in place over the coming week. I'll tell you who and when and what and where and all the information you need to know. That's coming up at 6.